Hey Aries, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. I'm immediately loving this energy. So we have the Pilgrim and the Unseen, the Womb, the Vision, and the Lover. And I just feel like there's this idea of like, can you see it? Do you see what I see? You know, like it just feels like this. Well, for one, there's just like eyes. You know, but it's this journey. The unseen is an apparition, a dream. You know, it can play out in a number of different ways, but it's just kind of the idea of something like an otherworldly experience that just allows for insight, allows for understanding, allows for what? I don't know. But it just feels like this. Do you see the value of this journey? You know, do you see how it's creating something safe? Do you know that it's been made with love? You know, I just think of like, so like I work in customer service essentially. And you have people who are going to be, you know, the customers who come in and they're like, you know, oh, I really enjoyed this, and oh, I'm so excited for this. And then you have customers who come in and they're like, oh, I need this because, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm in pain, and you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, like we've all been in pain, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of like the types of interactions that you have with people are very telling of like the types of lives that people live, right? And I kind of feel, I guess that's because of the unseen in the Pilgrim, because I just kind of get this feeling of like, I know you haven't seen this yet, but can you at least not have an idea of like what can be? You know, just like adventure and security and love. I just feel like this, like, go on this journey with me. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd hate for you to miss out on this. You know what I mean? Like, that's this energy of just like, I don't know if you are the one who's like, this is what I want to do, and this is why I want to do it, and these are all the things that I envision, you know what I mean? Or if somebody's coming to you and they're like, this is what I envision, and this is what I want to do. Depends on my Aries, I imagine, but take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. Okay. Aries. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a lovely day. Okay, Aries. We have the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, and Justice. Okay, well, there's some majors here. But again, it's that idea of like, can you see what I see? Can you see this new beginning? Can you see why this is actually bringing justice? So like, to kind of tie it back into the reads that like you've been having, I just feel like that idea of like, you went really fast around a corner and you did it because there was no other way to get around. You know what I mean? Like if you're at a wall, you know what I mean? And you're just like, the only way to get around this wall is to like drive across it. And I almost feel like that, like asking somebody to get on that bike with you, you know, and like, can you see how safe this is? Can you see how I can get us to the other side? Do you understand now? You know what I mean? How this was the most just thing that I could do. And that I did it out of love. Because how else are you supposed to overcome that obstacle? You know what I mean? But again, you know, that idea of like nobody else was going to do it, and nobody else was going to deal with what needed to be dealt with, and they were going to sit around and they were going to hem and haw and they were going to waste everybody's fucking time. You know what I mean? And it's like, it needed to be done. I don't like, that's the way it needed to be done. And can you see now why I did it? You know, like, I'm not mad if you couldn't, like, if you couldn't understand before, that's fine. But do you understand now? You know, I feel like the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Empress. Again, I just feel like this. Do you understand why I did what I had to do? Because the 7 of Swords, he hasn't heard the call yet. And I feel like it's because whoever, like, you're having this conversation with, I feel like they haven't heard the call. They haven't really understood what was going on. You know what I mean? And there's just this sense of like, well, like separation and not understanding the separation and it feeling really aggressive. You know what I mean? But it's like, but do you understand now why I had to do that? You know what I mean? Like, why that was the loving thing to do, why that's the thing that brings justice, possibly to a relationship, you know, like, I could play out in so many ways, but I mean, you know, truly, it's just this idea of like, sometimes when you love people and you want what's best for them in real life, in a real way, for their heart and their soul and their mind and their body, you have to position them accordingly. And in order to do that, you have to set a stage accordingly. And you know what I mean? There's just like a lot that goes into that. And I feel like there's this idea of like, can you understand now why I had to do that and how safe this really is? Okay. Aries. Let's do some more cards. This energy feels calm, honestly, and sweet and sincere and not weighed down with a burden of, again, to go back to those other reads of like, yeah, I did it, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's like your anger has surpassed. Your need to defend an action is no longer a need to defend an action. It's now become but hey, do you see now, like, why that was the best thing to do? Like, do you see how I wasn't trying to hurt you? Do you see that, like, sometimes you just have to do things that need to be done and it's miserable for all of us, but it's in everyone's best interest? Because now we can get what we actually want. Freedom! All right. Aries. The underworld. Ew. And the seed and the gem. Okay, I accept. Because it's just this idea of, I feel like, you know, like the seed had to be planted and the seed had to be planted in the soil that was available. You know what I mean? Like, and it just kind of feels like, what do? You got to do what you got to do, right? Like, do you understand now why I did it? Because I knew that at some point in time, this was going to be the most valuable thing that I could do in every way imaginable for everyone involved. Right? Aries is pulling through. All right, Aries, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video does resonate, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.